Alright, so we're at part 2. I just need to take this off because I need this to hold. We're at the word question. Construct a question that follows the letter of the QBQ. This is part 2, by the way. But conflicts with the spirit. Consider these. What can I do to make a change? How can I avoid responsibility in this matter? What actions can I right now do to do the wrong thing? Or Michael's favorite, when he was about 12, how can I blame, who can I blame today? Okay, my sons, doesn't even follow the letters. Others do, yeah. They're clearly not QBQs. The principle in this, if a question conflicts with the spirit of the QBQ, isn't it a QBQ? Playing the QBQs like these can be fun, but when the time comes to construct a meaningful question, remember that the only questions that will help us practice personal accountability are those that follow both the letter and the spirit of the QBQ. One more point, it's worth repeating that when it comes to creating and asking QBQs, it's critical to remember that we generally ask QBQs of ourselves. Certainly, we may ask another, what can I do to help? But the most QBQs are asked and mine to enable us to practice personal accountability. It's not about asking better questions or our co-workers, customers, or family, but it's about asking better questions of ourselves. Chapter 26. Not 26, sorry. Chapter 36. Wisdom. Wisdom is what we learn. You all know about it. In seeking to practice personal accountability, it is not a destination. We don't wake up one morning and suddenly find ourselves an accountable person forever. More rather, it's a daily movement to practice avoiding incorrect questions, asking questions behind the question instead. I'm not finished the product, are you? Chapter 37. We are busy, too many books. We attend too many seminars. We take too many classes. We buy too many books. We listen to many podcasts. We engage too much training. Yes, it's all a waste. A waste. A waste, that is, if we're unclear on what learning really is. Learning is not attending, listening, or reading, nor is it merely gaining knowledge. Learning is really about translating and knowing what to do. Knowing what to do to doing what we know. In other words, it's about changing, never forgetting. Learning equals change. If we haven't changed what we've learned, what have you learned today? Chapter 38. A final picture. The Murley family was out for a drive on a windy sunny afternoon when we came upon the most amazing scene in field of off to the side of the road. We saw a man dive from his wheelchair into a sea of newspapers blowing around in the Denver wind, dragging his legs. He was trying to catch the papers, but the wind was strong. It wasn't long before the field seemed to be almost completely covered in newspaper. Seeing this, several of the kids, almost in unison yelled, "Dad, let's go help that guy." So we quickly parked, and all of us raced to help as we chased down the papers, hugging them to our chests. I wondered what had happened. Many hands might light work. The saying goes, and job was soon done, and we gathered around the gentleman. He rested on one hip, clenched the few papers he had, able and soundly searched for words. One of the kids asked him what happened, and after climbing back into the wheelchair, with one arm shaking almost to the point of useless, he said, "I got home and noticed a whole bundle of despair from my pickup driving back in this direction. I saw the field covered and couldn't believe my eyes. Without really thinking it at first, I asked, 'And you were going to pick them up all by yourself?' He looked at me if I didn't get it and said, 'I couldn't just leave them. It was my mess. My responsibility.'" What a powerful picture of personal accountability. As we said, throughout this book, personal accountability is not blaming, complaining, whining, or putting things off, but instead asking questions like, "What can I do?" and then taking action. We offered guidelines for constructing better questions. All QBQ begins with what, how, contain, and I, and focus on action, suggesting that asking QBQs is the way to start disciplining our thoughts and making better choices. As we go out now and apply the QBQs in our own lives, let's always remember the real reason we're doing it. We're doing it so we can be more like the people we read about in this book. In this book, Jacob, the server at the rock bottom, Stacy's father, the pilot, Bonita, the flight attendant, Judy, the cashier at the Home Depot, our friend with the newspaper, his name was Brian, who got down and crawled around in the field because it was his mess. No one of these people know about the QBQ, but embodied its spirit. The rest of us, through with me standing on the front of the line, need the QBQ. May not need it every minute of every day, but we need it and often for it to make a real difference in our lives. In our lives. We need the QBQ on our organization. Can be places where where instead of finger pointing, procrastinating, and separating ourselves into we and they, we bring out the best in each other, work together the way teams are supposed to, and make great things happen. It's an exciting vision that I hope speaks as loudly as to you as it does to me. Because if more people practice personal accountability, the world will be a far better place. The question behind the question, the QBK, may it serve you well in all you do. Chapter 39, the last chapter. Repetition is the motor of learning. What's that again? Repetition is the motor of learning. I beg your pardon? Repetition is okay again. Great, so now you finished the book. Read it again. Like 15. I'm about to do all 15. I think I'm not, I don't even know. I forgot my counting at the end, so I'm gonna just say we're at 15, and we're gonna finish the 50 to end this book. 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 31, 32, 33, 34. Whew. 34. Almost there. 35, 36, 38, 40, 41. Figure out 41, 40. Just do 40. So you have an extra one. 10 more. Then we pick another book tomorrow. Three, 50. All right, guys.